Manitoba's political parties aren't the only ones gearing up for the provincial election on October 3rd. Many in Winnipeg also paying close attention to which candidates they might vote for. On the heels of Wednesday's 1 million March for Children, education and children are the top priority for some.
We want to teach our kids, and we don't want them to be exposed to something at school. We prefer that we do our job, that we teach them.
Rana Issa is originally from Lebanon and now lives in Transcona. As a mother of 3, she says her top priority is her children in this year's election.
I hope it will make difference this time, yeah. So I will be voting, and all my family will be voting as well.
It's not like there is a single issue, but there is a whole question of how do we take care of ourselves, how do we talk together so that we can learn from each other, not trust each other necessarily, but learn from each other.
Steve Rao is a family therapist living in the Riverview area. He says he wants a plan to address climate change.
We haven't had much effects here of this summer because we did have a bit of a heat period at the beginning. But if you were in Phoenix or in Texas where the heat domes occur, you know that the world is changing. And the world is changing seriously.
Another top issue, healthcare. Grant Platts, who lives in Wildwood, offers insights as someone who used to work in the industry.
It is a very complex issue, so to think that one party or the other has all the answers, I'm not so sure.
We all really care, especially when our family members and ourselves face health challenges. We want to ensure that there's a robust system there to protect us.
Malcolm Bird is an associate professor of political science at the University of Winnipeg. He says he's not surprised to hear what people are most concerned about.
The other big issues that many Manitobans are worried about, of course, are crime. So they're worried about their safety and security. And the other real important issue is inflation. The fact that prices are rising and wages are not rising as much. And this is causing all Manitobans to really have to reduce their consumption. And for many people, especially at the lower end of the economic spectrum, this is very, very difficult and imposing great hardship on them.
Bird says people are concerned because these issues and government's decisions have profound and tangible impacts on the population.
Whatever government wins in October, they face some really, really difficult choices. We here in Manitoba, we do have some big problems, and one of those is the state of our public finances. We hold a lot of debt. We continue to spend more money than we bring in, and that ultimately isn't sustainable. And so whatever government comes into power, they're going to have to be very careful in how they allocate public resources.
Bird is predicting the Conservative Party's voters will be consistent in voting, but the same may not be for NDP voters. In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.